What is up guys, my name is Edward Lee. I'm a freelance videographer, and in today's video we're going to be talking about what the best audio setup is for YouTube. So if you're starting to make videos or you want to start a YouTube channel but you don't know how to get good audio quality, this is the video for you. Let's get right into it. So the first type of audio that you could use is the on-camera or in-camera microphone. So that's the microphone that's built into the camera that you have. Now this isn't a terrible solution, but I want to show you guys what the difference is right now from the setup that I'm using. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually unplug the microphone that I'm using right now in my camera, and then I'm gonna show you guys what the in-camera audio sounds like on my camera, which is a Sony A7 Mark III, just for perspective. So I just unplugged the actual audio source that I was using, and now what you're listening to is the on-camera or built-in microphone in my camera. Honestly, it's not terrible, and this is what a lot of people think when they're using their cameras, like I need to get a mic, I need to get the best audio equipment. But the thing is, if you're just trying to tell a good story, the on-camera mic sometimes is just, you can do it. And a lot of times actually in my videos, I'll use the built-in microphone for scratch audio, and scratch audio is essentially just like backup audio that you could use. And a lot of times when I'm actually filming travel videos or anything that's quick, I actually do use the audio from the built-in microphone because it's good enough. And if you're trying to get a sound of like a train passing by or some kind of, water splashing, it's good enough for that, and I don't have to bust out all this crazy audio equipment. So this is the on-camera microphone. Now the second option that you could use is actually a shotgun mic. A lot of people that you see on YouTube who are vlogging, they'll use this microphone, and when they're holding their camera out, that little thing that you see on top of the camera body is a shotgun microphone. The most popular one is probably the Rode VideoMic Pro. They just came out the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus not too long ago, last year, and it works really well. Honestly, this is a good microphone if you're first starting out. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but you won't regret it. So just to show the comparison again, I'm gonna actually put in the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus into my camera just to show you guys the comparison in audio quality. It's actually back here. Oh shoot. So I just put on the VideoMic Pro Plus, and that's the audio that you guys are hearing right now. I've used this so many times, and I've dished all the big audio professional equipment just because having a shotgun mic on top of the camera sometimes just gets the job done. I'm about to play a short clip that I got in Banff. I shot a video for my parents' anniversary, and I was shooting their interview section in basically a campsite. There was kids running around everywhere, people were grilling, and so there's a lot of ambient noise. But check out how crispy this audio is just from the shotgun mic, and I was probably about 5 feet away, which is pretty far, so check it out. What year anniversary is this?
31.
31년. A long time.
왜 웃어? 왜 웃어?
31년 is a long time.
Long time in good way or bad way? We start dating January 28th, 1987.
Pretty good, right? The audio source, I mean, you couldn't really tell that they weren't wearing professional lavalier mics, or I had some kind of professional boom setup over them. Obviously, the audio would sound better if I had more equipment, but as you can tell, it gets the job done. And that's the most important part about filmmaking. It's just being efficient and working with the tools that you have. Because if you just get a bunch of different gear, it's gonna weigh you down, and it's gonna hurt you more than help you when you're on set. So if you wanna learn more about the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, there's a lot of people on YouTube doing technical reviews on comparing it to other models and what kind of capabilities it has. But for this video, I clearly just wanna show how good the audio quality is compared to the on-camera microphone. Now the third and final type of microphone that you'll see a lot of YouTubers using, especially in their home setup or their main station for video recording, is a boom setup or a condenser shotgun mic. And so the one I'm using right now, what you guys are listening to, and what the one I normally use for most of my videos when I'm shooting inside of my room, is the Rode NTG3 shotgun condenser mic. Now, you guys probably don't know this, but the microphone is really close to me right now. So I'm actually gonna pull it down, and if you see, it's already in frame right here. Now a lot of the YouTubers that you see making those high quality videos in their home base station are probably using a shotgun condenser mic such as this one, because the audio just sounds really nice. As you guys can tell, it just sounds crispy. So even if you're whispering, you can really hear how good this audio is. Right now, I'm talking in a really quiet voice, but you can honestly hear everything that I'm saying. Now, I'm about to share a little filmmaking hack for you guys. When I found this out, I was absolutely mind blown. So for those of you who are using some kind of condenser, shotgun, boom setup for your home videos or your YouTube setups, most likely you're gonna be using like an XLR cable or some kind of external cable from the mic that's above me running into some kind of external recorder, like a Zoom, to pick up the audio. And so for those of you who don't have no idea what I just said, pretty much in movies, you'll see a lot of people using things where it's called a slate, where they're like action, or you'll see a lot of people clapping in their videos. The reason for that is because when you're editing your videos, when you see the audio levels, you'll see a little spike because that's when you clapped or you hit the slate. And that's where you kind of match up the two separate audios if it's not pumping straight into the camera. That's how you get that clean synced audio, so that my voice that you guys are watching right now will match perfectly with the audio source that I'm using. And so generally in the past, that's what I used to do as well when I was using external audio source like this, until I found one of the coolest things that Rode makes that nobody really talks about. It's actually called the News Shooter Kit, and essentially, if you guys know what a lavalier mic is, those are wireless receivers. And so the shotgun mic, I'm actually just gonna show you because it'll make more sense. So generally, this microphone right here, it'll pump with a wire that comes out of here or the other end, and it'll go into some kind of like external audio source that will have to be synced later when you're editing. But what you see here is essentially a receiver or a transmitter, and then I have a receiver that is basically, oh, here's a mirror, perfect. The audio probably is bad, but if you guys can tell, I have a receiver right here, and that's communicating with that guy. So what that basically means is you don't have to sync any type of audio in post, because this audio that you're listening to is pumping straight in to the camera. So when I'm actually editing my videos or looking at my clips, the audio is exactly how I would have shot it, and I don't have to like kind of match any kind of audio levels or sync them in post-production. So just to kind of explain a little bit more if it's still not making sense, so you know how before when I explained the shotgun mic, that mic will go on top of your camera and the wire will plug into the camera, so that way when you hit record, it'll pick up that audio from the microphone. When you're using a boom setup such as this, generally you're using an external recorder, which is hard to sync the levels. Basically, what that hack does is allows you to put this professional audio, pump it straight into your small mirrorless camera, like a Sony a7 Mark III, which is what I'm shooting on right now. I don't even know if any of that made sense, but when I found that out, I was like, so guys, those are the 3 types of audio sources that you guys are most likely listening to when watching videos on YouTube. A lot of these creators are either using the built-in microphone on their camera, a shotgun microphone, or if they're filming in a like control setting like this, they're probably using a condenser shotgun mic such as this. What I do want to mention is this is a more gear-based video because we're talking about audio sources for your YouTube setup, but big thing to note here is don't let audio be the reason you don't start creating content like either tomorrow or this weekend with the camera that you already have. It's easy to get caught up in the gear that you don't have, and you kind of make excuses, because I used to, and I'll say things like, well, you know what, I'm not gonna start a YouTube channel until I have a professional audio source such as this. But I just wasted so much time, and if I were to go back in time and talk to myself, I would say, hey, stop making excuses, just grab your camera and use the built-in microphone and start creating content. Because think about it, how many times have you watched a really good video and by the end of it you tell yourself, wow, the audio was just really good? No, more oftentimes than not, you're thinking, wow, the story was really good, or evoked some kind of emotion. It made you laugh, it made you cry, it made you inspired. And those are the kind of things you need to be focusing on, which is the storytelling side of your content. There's people out there shooting stuff on an iPhone, inspiring tons of people, creating such high quality content because the storytelling is so good. So I'm kind of rambling, you guys get the point. Don't let audio or gear be the reason why you don't start creating. So I challenge you, if you have a camera and you're fortunate enough to even have a camera, starting tomorrow or this weekend, create your first piece of content. Or if you've been in a block, don't let those things hold you back and go create content with what you already have and start building as you go. No need to spend money or make excuses just because you don't have the best gear. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys, whether you're curious about what other YouTubers are using in terms of the audio or microphone setups, or if you're trying to start your own YouTube channel or you do YouTube videos. Hopefully you have a little more insight on which audio equipment you want to be using. And if you have any questions, make sure you leave them down below and I will be sure to get back to them. I know there's a few new people here who have subscribed to the channel in the past couple weeks, but if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It'll help me out. And I want to keep delivering, good content like this that'll help a lot of creatives, maybe yourself, punch your goals in the face. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video.